Hello from San Antonio, this is Siren Tarot. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Your next serious relationship. This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different piles to choose from. This is pile 1. This is pile 2. This is pile 3. And this is pile 4. Timestamps will be provided as always. Go ahead and make your selection. If you chose pile 1, here is your reading. Five of Diamonds, 5 of Pentacles, NGC 6826, a planetary nebula located less than 5,000 light years from Earth. 7 of Hearts, 7 of Cups, RX J1131-1231, a quasar located about 6 billion light years from Earth. King of Spades, King of Swords, Tycho supernova remnant, a supernova remnant in the Milky Way about 13,000 light years from Earth. Legend Arthurian, the Fool. Hierophant, Knight of Cups, Knave of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and I bought this tarot deck a few months ago. This is my first time to use it on the channel. It's the Tarot of Dreams. Ace of Wands, nice. Knight of Swords. Hanging Man, the Hanged Man. There is a lot of energy to pile 1. This is an extremely energetic connection. You could meet online. That's always a possibility. I know that that's very common. Most people meet online these days. But for this to be so energetic, I feel like you are going to meet in person, either at work or through friends, or it could be a totally serendipitous chance meeting. You bump into each other at the store, something like that. This person is going to catch feelings for you super fast. And there is a very strong possibility for marriage. I can see this person proposing after you've been together for just a few months. They're going to know when they meet you that you're the quote-unquote one. They may have been married before. They could be a single parent. I feel like you could both be single parents with a lot of responsibilities and very busy lives. But no one can begin to compare to you. This person is going to see you as the love of his or her life. I'm seeing really intense feelings, and it's going to surprise the hell out of both of you because you weren't really looking for this. I feel like you were both just focused on your careers and your lives. But you've manifested this. So you've obviously done a lot of work on yourself. You've taken inventory. You've looked at past patterns. You've healed from whatever happened in the past. You probably keep a journal, and you probably made a list of what you want to find in your optimal person, and it's all going to show up in this person. This is who you've been waiting for. But when this happens, you had accepted that you were single, that was your life, you weren't out really looking for anyone. You're not in a desperate, codependent energy when you manifest this relationship. You're both doing fine in your lives when this happens. You're both at a very high vibration when you meet, when your paths cross. So you weren't, neither one of you were looking for this. So it's going to really surprise you both. But you've both manifested this. You both had a very clear idea in your minds of who you wanted to meet eventually, and it all comes together. It's all there. You find it all in each other. This is very fairy tale-ish. I don't really tell fairy tales this channel. I'm very anti-sap. I'm very realistic. I'm very down to earth. I'm very cut and dry in my readings, but this reads like a fairy tale. Strong sexual attraction. This person's going to come on so strong you may think they just want sex, but no, they're going to catch feelings fast. A possible astral combo for this person is Sun and Gemini, Pisces rising, Moon and Capricorn. That's just one possibility of many, but this person is very driven. They're very focused. They're very goal-oriented. They're very situated in the 3D. They're very high-functioning. They have good money, a good job. If this person is a single parent, they take their parenting role very seriously. They're very close to their children. They're a very good provider for their children. If they have an ex and they're sharing joint custody of young children with an ex, I don't see any toxicity. They're good friends. They're able to co-parent in a very loving way. So there's no dysfunction. There's no ugliness. There's no drama between the two parents. This person's a very good friend. They have friendships they've cultivated for years. I see this person being in the same place they grew up in, the same place they went to school. You and this person are going to have shared values and interests. You're going to have a lot of things in common. You're going to love the same music, the same movies, the same television shows. It's almost going to be eerie, all the synchronicities and all the similarities. It's like you were living these parallel lives when your paths collide. It's just going to take you both by surprise. You tell the universe, wow, you really were listening. You were paying attention. You fulfilled my request. Thank you. You're going to be so grateful. You could have some Aquarius and Pisces in your natal chart. A possible astral combo for those who chose pile 1. You could have Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Pisces. You may have Taurus rising. But you're very rooted in reality. You're healthy. You have a strong support system. Again, you're not in a low vibration. You're not in a desperate place when you manifest this. You're not still attached to an ex. You're totally ready to welcome this new person into your life with this manifest. And it's going to happen super fast. There's going to be a very rapid progression. Meeting, falling in love, dating, moving in together, and then getting married within a year, I'm seeing for pile 1. It's really fast. my first marriage, my first husband, we met online. He was in New York, I was in Texas. We talked on the phone, we emailed, we snail mailed, all of that, and then started talking in March 2000. I flew into New York that August. After 1 week together, he proposed marriage. I'm seeing something similar here. Okay. You've had quite some time alone to reflect on yourself, your life. You've looked at your past, you've looked at your patterns, and you're manifesting this beautiful, healthy, harmonious relationship. I am seeing marriage for pile 1. I'm seeing prosperity, marriage. I'm seeing a lot of children. I'm seeing the Brady Bunch. So you could have 3 kids and this person could have 3 kids, something similar. But I'm seeing a big family. I'm seeing a couple of dogs. I'm seeing a lot of land. You could have a ranch. You're both very family oriented. Confirmation from Hello Kitty. Well, we've got 2. Okay, I'll take both of these. You confuse me. There can be confusion with 7 of Cups. I call that Neptune clouds of confusion. I think in this context, this does not cancel out the positivity of the message. In this context, I think that this person is surprised because they're going to catch feelings so fast. You both are. You feel like it's too good to be true. But you've done the work and you've manifested it, so congratulations. What? Can't talk now. Okay. This person is very busy, but I do not see this person blowing you off. I don't see this person playing mind games with you. I don't see any ambivalence. I'm not seeing third party. I feel like you're both going to be sure of each other. You're going to trust each other. You're going to be healthy. There's not going to be any Jerry Springer bullshit drama. But this person has a very high profile career. They could be an attorney. They could be a surgeon of some kind. Now, for the first time, I'm doing charm casting. I always thought that charms were silly and superfluous, but then I had a lot of time to myself because my ex and our son are visiting family in East Texas, and so I kind of went on a retail therapy binge at Etsy and eBay and Amazon. I've got a lot more charms on the way. This is what I have for right now. I've combined the Scrabble tiles with these charms and these little toys. So, and I've got a vintage Las Vegas cocktail platter on the way that I'll do the casting on. But for right now, that's this. Okay, I was going through my son's closet finding things that he's outgrown, and I found this Freddy Fazbear keychain, 5 Nights at Freddy's. I can see you and this person singing karaoke together. And then homies, I don't know what is going on with this guy. He's chained to a pole. I don't feel like this person has ever been in prison. I don't feel like you've ever been in prison. I just heard it's really cheesy, but I'm a prisoner of your love. And the song that comes to mind is Prisoner of Hope by Johnny Lee, a country song from the early 80s. Okay. Mr. Warhol, Andy Warhol. I can see you and this person going to art museums together. I'm not really getting artist vibes for this person. I think they enjoy art. They may collect art. A, Q, I. Acquittal. The word acquittal just helped to my mind. into my head. So this person could be an attorney, maybe a district attorney. You'll also find these 3 letters in Aquarius. So that's what I have for pile 1. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Check out my numerous playlist, which is gracias. And if you chose pile 2, here is your reading. Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups, the Eagle Nebula. I love this card. A new look at the famous pillars of creation, allowing astronomers to peer inside the dark columns of gas and dust. 7 of Clubs, 7 of Wands, RCW 108, a region of active star formation. Typo, it should be formations. A region of active star formations about 4,000 light years from Earth. 10 of Clubs, 10 of Wands, Max, blah, 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 blah. Those crazy scientists, why can't they give these more poetic names? I guess because they aren't poets, they're scientists. One of the most complex galaxy clusters located about 5.4 billion light years from Earth. Legend Arthurian, Knight of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. It's very overcast. It's been days in a row. I feel like San Antonio has turned into Seattle. 2 of Swords. Death, La Muerte. Queen of Wands. Getting strong Scorpio vibes. 4 of Cups. And I bought this tarot deck at Planet K a few months ago. It's my first time to use it on the channel. It's the Tarot of Dreams. The World. El Mundo. Yeah, the fixed modality. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius. Judgment. The Moon, La Luna. Whenever I see judgment, I always hear, my judgment is for the plaintiff. People's Court, Judge Wapner from the 80s, because when I was a kid in the 80s, my maternal grandmother and her mom, my great-grandmother, ran this answering service out of my great-grandmother's trailer house in Bridgeport, Texas. And they would always watch the same shows. The soap opera was All My Children, and then there was People's Court, Love Connection, and Wheel of Fortune. So this is very intense. This is going to be an extremely intense relationship. It's not casual. Well, as the title implies, your next serious relationship. But this takes serious to a whole new level. I'm seeing Scorpio and Capricorn. This person is very moody. You could mirror each other. I'm seeing Catherine and Heathcliff from Wuthering Heights. So this is not the energy of 2 happy-go-lucky, congenial people who've had very charmed lives. You both overcome a lot of stuff in your lives. I feel like you have both survived some trauma. You've both survived some really toxic relationships. And I feel like before you meet, you will have both spent quite some time alone doing healing work on yourselves. So you both took a break from putting yourselves out there, from dating, because you both had to survive something. I'm feeling like you both went through a really traumatic relationship before you meet each other, but you spent a lot of time alone, both of you, before you manifested this. This is similar to pile one, but unlike pile one, I'm getting very heavy, dense vibes. I feel like you both abstained from sex for years before manifesting this. I don't feel like either one of you ever really enjoyed casual sex. You're both romantics who perhaps have become cynical because you've been so disappointed in your relationships. You believed in fairy tales at one point. You may have been a very sweet, loving, trusting child, and then you got hurt and you put a wall around yourself. You both had high ideals. And you were very open and very loving and very generous, but you both got hurt badly by people who took advantage of your good natures. I see you both having walls up. I see you both being very defensive. You're not going to meet and just trust each other right away and fall in love. You're both going to be guarded and defensive when you meet. But through a series of tests, because there's always a vetting process. Most of us were wary when we first meet someone, and there's a vetting process. You're both going to test each other and you're going to realize that you can trust each other eventually. And you'll open up and it'll get really serious really fast. Very similar to pile one, but again, this is a lot heavier. So I'm seeing a lot of conjunctions in your synastry. This is really super specific, but I feel like you could both have Moon and Scorpio, or you could both have Pluto Moon in your natal chart. For example, you could have your Pluto at 3 Scorpio conjunct your moon at 5 Scorpio, something like that. You both have strong moon, Pluto, Scorpio in your natal charts, to be super specific. A possible astral combo for this person is Sun in Leo, Moon in Scorpio, Aries rising. You could have Sun in Cancer, Moon in Scorpio, Sagittarius rising. But I feel like you have very similar natal charts, because if you get really deep into astrology, as I have done, going beyond basic stuff like sun sign compatibility or Mars Venus, looking at lasting success, lasting compatibility, it helps if you and your person have similar energy going on in your charts. For example, I have a very tight Mars-Pluto square in my natal chart. Mars 4 Capricorn, Pluto 3 Libra, which is scorpionic. Two men that I regard as soulmates, they had the same thing. They had the tight Mars-Pluto square in their natal charts. So you want to look at that in synastry as well. Not just how your planets interact with each other, but how your charts mirror each other, having similar things show up in your natal charts. You're both really intense. You've both been through a lot. When you both open up to each other and trust each other and go there and commit to this relationship, it's going to be deeply profound and rewarding. It's very likely, I don't get into the 5D stuff too much, I just don't. I focus on the 3D, but it's likely you've been through various incarnations with each other. And there's going to be recognition when you first meet, which that's how it is with soulmates. And I guess with twin flames, I don't know. I've not had that experience. But I know with soulmates, there is that instant recognition. So you're both going to be aware of it. You're going to make eye contact and know this is a significant person. But you're not going to just offer up your hearts on silver platters right away. There's going to be a vetting process, and there's going to be a period of time where you're terse, you're guarded, you're very minimal in your communication until you both open up and give in to this. And this is going to last with 10 of Wands. But it's complicated for pile 2. It's not Candyland. It's not a romantic comedy starring Julia Roberts. There's a lot of stuff to unpack here. It's really complex. There's a lot going on. There's definitely 5D stuff. There's probably going to be mental telepathy. You could meet up on the astral plane, meet up in dreams. It could be a long distance relationship. You could meet online. You could meet on social media. I do associate the star with social media. So I'm seeing Libra and Aquarius because 6 is Venus, 6 of Swords, and then the star is Aquarius. Confirmation from Hello Kitty. I'm not sure about us. Yeah, you're both going to have your doubts in the beginning. You're not going to doubt the validity or the intensity of the connection. That's crystal clear to both of you. But you're going to be unsure about proceeding, about trusting, because there's fear. It could be that it's so intense it scares the hell out of both of you. And with the moon, there is confusion, but I feel like the 10 of Wands balances it out. Whatever this is, whatever this turns into, it's going to be really deep and memorable for both of you. This is not just about sex. I mean, again, the title, your next serious relationship. But this is very profound. I'm seeing a life-altering relationship for pile 2. So, my first time to do a charm casting. I've got a lot more charms on the way. Combine the Scrabble tiles with the charms. So we have monkeys. And that's funny because the monkeys are so silly, and this is not a silly pile at all. I'm hearing Perfect Day by Lou Reed. So you could go to the zoo on a date and you could drink sangria in the park, like the song. Oh my gosh. A cute way to spell love. Louvre. I'm seeing Woody Allen and Diane Keaton and Annie Hall. I don't just love you, I love you, or something like that. But yeah. So the Louvre in Paris. I feel like you're both intellectuals. I feel like you both have an appreciation for literature, good music, good wine, and art. So that's what I have for pile 2. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, check out my numerous playlists. Muchas gracias. Oh, Tootsie Pops. And if you chose pile 3, here is your reading. King of Hearts, King of Cups. Jesus, blah, 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 blah. A supernova remnant in the Milky Way about 16,000 light years from Earth. When I see letters and numbers alternating like that, my brain just shuts down. I've got a big block when it comes to numbers, math. Took me several attempts to pass basic-ass college algebra, which is why I was in my 40s when I finally received my Bachelor of Arts in English at UTSA. 9 of Diamonds, 9 of Pentacles, Flame Nebula, a star cluster in the center of the Flame Nebula about 1,400 light years from Earth. My favorite card, Ace of Hearts, Ace of Cups, El Gordo. A galaxy cluster nicknamed El Gordo about 7 billion light years from Earth. Legend Arthurian, 6 of Swords. Oh my gosh, 2 of Cups. I love when that happens, and it is so rare that the 2 of Cups and Ace of Cups show up in the same spread. 2 of Shields, 2 of Pentacles. Knave of Wands. 9 of Swords. I'm hearing that song from the 80s, Obsession. You're my obsession, you're my obsession. What do you want me to do? Da-da-da-da. 7 of Cups. I bought this deck a few months ago. It's my first time to use it on the channel. It's the Tarot of Dreams. Got it at Planet K in San Antonio. 4 of Swords. Jupiter in Libra. Sun in Capricorn. 4 of Coins, 4 of Pentacles. That's funny because I always associate the 4 of Pentacles with Taurus. But, all right. And the Empress, Venus. Okay, so we got some true love here. One of those spiritual connections. You've been together in previous incarnations. Now here you are together finally. In this incarnation, this is very much delayed gratification. I can see you meeting later in life, for most of you. This is not the energy of 2 people in their early 20s who just meet at a club or at a bar or at a party. I feel like you both lived a lot of life. You both have a lot of life experience. You've probably been married and divorced at least once. You could have young children. There are a lot of delays here for pile 3. Delays, obstacles. This is long distance. A lot of time apart, a lot of pining for each other. Strong attachment. There is obsessive thinking. There is mutuality. You're both aware of what this is. You're both aware of the depth, the intensity, the significance of this connection. This is pretty close to love at first sight. I've seen pretty much not the same thing, but for all 3 piles so far, I'm seeing a lot of intensity, a lot of depth. The title is Your Next Serious Relationship. But for pile 3, I don't see the 2 of you meeting, falling in love, moving in together, getting married within a year or 2 years. You know, the natural or a convenient progression of things. No, I'm seeing a lot of stops and starts and obstacles and distance. But I am seeing mutuality. You both feel this. And when you finally get to a place where you can move in together and begin a life, you know, sharing a home, sharing a life, it's going to feel like it's long overdue, but you're both going to be so grateful because you're so deeply enamored with each other. I'm seeing deep love here. But also something a bit different. It's kind of quirky for pile 3. One or both of you needs a lot of time alone. Even after you've moved in together and you're sharing a home, sharing a life, one of you is an artist or a writer and you need time alone. You don't want to be with the other person constantly. I can relate to this. I can identify because I have strong Capricorn, Aquarius, and Virgo in my natal chart. I have Sun and Venus in Aquarius in the 6th house, the house of Virgo. I've got a fuck ton in Capricorn. I've got Virgo rising and a Virgo moon. I love being close to a partner, but I have to have room to breathe, and I have to have my own space where I can work on my books and my art. So, for example, for the past week, I've had this whole house to myself. My ex and our son are visiting family in East Texas, and it has felt absolutely incredible just having all this time to myself to work on my art. So, one or both of you is similar. A serious artist and or writer. And you have to have time with no interaction, no noise, no social media, no loud neighbors. I can see someone here in this relationship going to a cabin or something like that, going to a cabin in the woods and just working on the art or writing. Like Robert Crumb, you know, a great artist. When he wrote his book, Genesis, which I think it's a graphic novel, you know, he's a comic book artist. When he wrote Genesis, the book of Genesis, inspired by the book from the Bible, he went to an undisclosed location and only his wife knew where he was. He didn't have any contact with the outside world. He's a Virgo. I'm seeing something similar here. So a possible astral combo for this person could be Sun in Virgo, Moon in Scorpio, Libra rising. You could have Sun in Libra, Capricorn rising, Moon in Pisces. Those are just possibilities. You could be a muse for this person, perhaps. Maybe you're the muse and this person is the artist. Or you could inspire this person's books or poetry or whatever. This is very romantic. It's very deeply felt, but it's not going to just happen like that. This is not about instant gratification. Three of Swords. Could be third party. That's always a possibility. 7 of Cups. I'm seeing intense longing. I'm seeing really graphic sexual fantasies. There could be some BDSM going on here. Queen of Cups. You regard each other as the love of your life. It is absolutely mutual. No one can begin to compare to you or to this person. You're singular to each other. It's the love of a lifetime is what I'm hearing. Confirmation from Hello Kitty. I'm hiding. Yeah. This person does like to hide. And it's not because they're more interested in someone else. It's because they have to have time and space for the reasons I've already described. My first charm casting, having all this time to myself, I indulged in some good old-fashioned retail therapy. I went to Amazon, Etsy, eBay, and just bought a lot. But these are things I already had. No, I don't want just 4 Scrabble tiles. Cup. Yeah, my cup runneth over, the Holy Grail, the Ace of Cups, true love. This person has pecs. We all have pecs, but this person prides himself or herself. I guess it would have to be a man. A man prides himself on his pecs, right? Skull. So I'm seeing Scorpio or someone who writes horror. They write, I don't know, vampire novels. So I had heard all the hype, of course, about Interview with the Vampire. I finally watched that movie on Amazon a few nights ago, and I was just very underwhelmed. I was not happy with that movie at all. I thought it was ridiculous. 8. 8 is Capricorn. This person has a dark sense of humor. Cap. Yeah, Capricorn. Send pics. Yeah. But this person has a very high-level aesthetic. They're very picky about how they decorate their home, the art they choose. So if you're going back and forth with this person sending pictures, you probably know that. You put a lot of thought into the pictures you send this person. It's very much about the lighting and the mood created by the expression. And you're probably both artists, is what I'm getting for pile 3. Rice. Anne Rice, who wrote Interview with the Vampire. Yeah. And then we have the Ace. Ace of Cups. I love when it works like that. Synchronicity. Total synchronicity for pile 3. So feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Check out my numerous playlist, which is gracias. And if you chose pile 4, here is your reading. 2 of Diamonds, 2 of Pentacles, NGC 6240. A galaxy about 330 million light years from Earth. 9 of Wands, 9 of Clubs, 9 of Clubs, 9 of Wands. I don't like reading all those letters and numbers. That's very tedious. An outward moving shock wave and a bright pulsar wind nebula. Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Pentacles, Jupiter, the 5th planet from the Sun and the largest in our solar system. Legend Arthurian, the Lovers, Justice, the Tower, 8 of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Magician. It's like I often say at this channel and in private readings, whenever the Ace of Swords comes out, especially when it's next to the Magician like that, Ace of Swords, the Magician, Gemini energy, you can trust the validity of this information. I mean, this is really strong. This is like, here's the truth. This is the real deal. You can count on this. Justice, Libra, with its opposite, the Tower. I mean, Mars, Aries, opposite of Libra, and then 2 Mercury cards like that. The communication is coming out very clear. It's valid for pile 4. I bought this deck a few months ago at Planet K in San Antonio. It's my first time using it on the channel. It's the Tarot of Dreams. My favorite relationship card, 8 of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo. I tend to associate 8 of Pentacles with Capricorn because 8 is the number of Saturn in Capricorn in the system that I use from Linda Goodman's star signs. We have 2 8s there. Yeah, that's really strong. Okay. Mercury, the Magician again. Oh my God. And then the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, Jupiter. The Blazing Sword of Truth. Now, this won't resonate with everyone. That's impossible. It's a general reading. But the people that it does resonate with, it's going to be really strong. I mean, this is just so clear. It's very unlikely that you're going to manifest this relationship anytime soon. This is absolutely delayed gratification. We have all this major arcana obstruction. The energy is clear, it's coming through, but the message that I'm getting from these cards is that there's going to be a process. You're still not really clear on what exactly you want to manifest in a serious romantic sexual relationship. There's some confusion here. I'm seeing a strong attachment to someone who comes in and out of your life. That person is probably not your person, but until you walk away from that connection and really let go, you can't manifest this serious relationship. You're going to have a so-called tower moment, a come to Jesus moment. To use the cliche, you don't have to be a Christian, obviously. You're going to have a light bulb that goes off, some kind of earth-shattering epiphany. You're going to have to absolutely release whatever this is that has a hold on you, this connection, this person who comes in and out of your life. You're going to have to find the value in yourself. You're going to have to indulge in some good old-fashioned self-care, nurture, self-love before you manifest this relationship. It's going to feel fated. It's going to be good. You're going to have a lot in common. You're going to have mutual interest and values. It's like this person is waiting for you. They're waiting for you to wake up. You deserve so much better than this. Let go. It's going to be stable with this person. Once you come together, once you meet and you fall in love, that's it. It's off to the races. This person's going to be all about the relationship. You're going to match. You're both going to have integrity with your word. You're both honest. You're both going to take this relationship very seriously. But you have to go through some stuff before you manifest this. I'm seeing a lot of blockage for pile 4. Your heart chakra is blocked. Your throat chakra could be blocked as well. Maybe you have trouble expressing who you are, what you want. You have trouble expressing your truth. So if that resonates at all, I would certainly suggest that you spend some time alone. Don't be in that manic, desperate energy of feeling like you have to date, you have to be on this dating app, or you have to constantly be on social media to find validation. Give the validation to yourself. Spend some time outside the noise. Meditate, take care of yourself, protect your energy. Get a manifestation journal. Write down what exactly you want to find in an ideal person. And if this person you're still hung up on has some of those traits, cool, but cherry pick. Because obviously there's more things wrong with this person than right, or you'd be satisfied and you'd be in a gratifying relationship right now, and you aren't. You aren't in a gratifying relationship. So write down the traits you want to find in this ideal person. Trust that the universe has received that request and let it go. Do whatever puts you in a high vibration. Dance, exercise, take a solo trip somewhere. Get lost in good art, looking at other people's art or creating your own art. You can write, you can get lost in a good book, but if you're currently in a manic, desperate energy, just waiting and waiting for someone to contact you who hasn't contacted you in months or years in some cases, you're going to have to let go of that to manifest this. A possible astral combo for this person, obviously Sun in Gemini, Sagittarius rising, Moon in Taurus. You could have Sun in Aries, Libra rising, Moon in Gemini. That's just one possibility. Ace of Wands. Yes, there will be a very strong sexual attraction, also a really strong mental connection. You could both be writer, something similar, but something has to end before the two of you can come together. Confirmation from Hello Kitty. Let's hook up. Yeah, they may want to have sex right away, but regardless, this is your next serious relationship. So, you know, you try to go by the playbook and say, well, you can't have sex until da-da-da-da-da-da. But every relationship is different. Obviously, you want to respect yourself and not just jump into bed with someone because there's a strong sexual attraction, but you're both going to be extremely sexually attracted to each other. Definitely. So my first charm casting, charms and Scrabble tiles combined. These are things that I already had. I've got a lot more charms on the way from eBay, Etsy, Amazon. Pac-Man. The Hungry Ghost. If you haven't heard of the Hungry Ghost, look it up. 7. T. An MBTI. TI is introverted thinking. You could be a TI Dom. This person could be a TI Dom. Tivy High School in Kerrville. Tivy High School in Kerrville, Texas is spelled T-I-V-Y. I want to get some more charms. So we have 2 monkeys. I think on the color wheel, purple is opposite orange. I don't know, I'm an art school dropout. You and this person are not going to be an obvious match. You could be different in some way. You could be different ethnicities. There could be an age gap, but it's going to make sense to the two of you. And I had this bracelet. I cut it up. It's a religious icon. I'm not a Catholic, so I don't know who all these people are. Maybe you are a Catholic, or you were brought up Catholic, or this person Catholic, brought up Catholic. I'm seeing a lot of orgasms for pile 4. So you and this person are going to be really sexually compatible. That's what I have. That concludes this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.